Luis, congratulations. Nice T-shirt, by the way. You did it, yeah.
It's really nice, yeah.
You did it the hard way, though.
Do you think we deserve that?
Do you?
For 80 minutes, I didn't deserve that. I think Tottenham deserved the winning the match because we can feel that they were in form. They can feel that they have been training for 6 weeks. They played a great match, and we have been training only for 6 days. But sometimes football is unfair, and I have to say that we were very lucky. In the last 10 minutes, we could score 2 goals. And I have to say that my players had faith until the last minute, like our supporters. But football is unpredictable, and in that sense, I have to say that we were very lucky.
After what has been such a busy summer, as you say, such a quick turnaround since the Club World Cup final, not very long in training to get ready for this new season. Did you see that out there? Is that why you think your team struggled?
Absolutely. From the first minute, when the players touched the ball, when the players played without having the time to think about where you have to pass, yeah, a lot of unprecision passes, and it's difficult to play the way we want to play if you don't train, if you haven't the time to train. And I have to say that it was like a miracle.
Well, we did get a first glimpse of your new goalkeeper, Lucas Chevalier. What did you make of his performance? He was quite involved.
I have to say that it shows a big personality, which is so important to have if you want to stay in a club like PSG. A lot of pressure around us, but I'm very happy for him because he shows that personality, and also for the players who come in from the bench, because they are so important, and they don't. All of them want to play in the lineup, but today Gonzalo, Kangin, Fabian, Mbai, all of them, they played great, and they did it great, and we can draw that match and winning in the penalty shootout.
What an incredible comeback that was. How did you manage to get that win in the end?
Yeah, it was a crazy game. You have to be strong mentally, physically. And we knew that we were on our best conditions already because the preseason it was too short. But we gave it all, and happily we could have scored 2 goals and winning the penalties.
Is that the fighting spirit of this team? Because also your first penalty you missed, but then getting the win in the end.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's the spirit the team has. When someone fails, when someone is not there, the team compensates. And that's incredible. I thank them because I failed and I didn't want to do it, but it happened. So I'm just very, very happy that we could have get the win and the title.
And also, how important is this win going into next season on such a high?
It's very important. It's the trophy that it's very difficult to play. You have to win either Champions or Europa League. So you know the difficulty to do that. And it's a unique opportunity we had to win, and gladly we won.
We've enjoyed PSG so much last season. Do you think that you can go even further next year, or is that even impossible?
No, we're going to give it all to do it again. We know that it's very, very difficult. We have a lot of good teams to compete with us, but we're going to be there. We're going to try to be there in the decisions, and we're going to give it all to do it again, but we know that will be difficult.
Thomas, that was so close to what would have been such a special start for you as Spurs manager. How did the game get away from you in the last 10 minutes?
Yeah, I would like to see it from a different perspective. I think we played a very good game. We're playing against one of the best teams in the world, maybe the best this moment in time. And I think we had them exactly where we wanted them for 80-something minutes until the 2-1 goal. And of course, it's shifted a little bit of momentum, but so much positive, so proud of the team, the players, the club, the fans. Yeah, I think there's a lot to be happy with. It's a flip of a coin when you go into a penalty shootout.
There was a lot to like about that performance. What areas in particular were you pleased with the most in terms of what you've been working with this team since you took over?
Yeah, I think we showed that we can be adaptable and pragmatic because I think we needed to be that against a team like PSG. I think the way we wanted to defend, both high pressure and also low defending, was exceptionally good. I think first half was top, almost perfect. And obviously the set pieces was also very good and very dangerous.
Yeah, is that something that you've spent a lot of time on? Because it's obviously something we know that you were so good at with your Brentford team as well.
Yeah, definitely. It's key. I think it's for any team it should be a weapon, in my opinion. We definitely will focus on it because I think it's a key area.
When you're up against an elite team like PSG, as you said, possibly the best team in the world right now, does a game like this show that there's still plenty of work to do if you want to reach their heights?
Yeah, I knew that before the game, but I think in one game, I think we showed that we can play up against any team in the world, and I'm not in doubt that we can do that, and that's a positive we'll take away from this.
Looking ahead now, you have said you're definitely in the market for players. What areas in particular are you looking to strengthen?
We like to strengthen the squad, no doubt about that. And we do work very hard to see if we can do that. In general, I'm happy with the squad. But of course, in every transfer window, you like to see if you can make the squad stronger before the window closes. So that's what we're working hard on.
Premier League campaign begins on Saturday against Burnley. You get your first taste in the home dugout at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. How important is it for you and this team to get off to a good start in the Premier League?
I think, I've said that many times before. I have a rule, it's 24 hours. I think it's a short turnaround, but I think there'll be a little bit of disappointment the next 24 hours. And then when I wake up tomorrow and tomorrow afternoon, we'll be ready. Friday we'll be more ready. I'll make sure we come flying out on Saturday.
Kevin, how frustrating is that and tough to take after you guys were so close?
Very tough. I mean, I feel like we executed our game plan very well. You're playing against one of the best teams in the world. You limited them to a lot of chances, apart from at the end where they score 2 good goals. We could have prevented them, but yeah, it's very frustrating, difficult pill to swallow. Like I said, when you execute the game plan so well and limited them to chances, and then to lose it on a penalty shootout is a bit bitter.
Yeah, what was the game plan from Thomas Frank going into this?
We knew we'd be superior, like in the set pieces. Just trying to get the ball into their box caused them a lot of problems, and I feel like every time we did get into their box, we caused them a lot of problems. Yeah, and I feel like we scored 2 goals from that, and then 90-minute game is a long game. They managed to get 2 goals at the end. It's just, it's one of those where you try to stay concentrated, try to stay focused, and when the first goal goes in, you try to stay mentally strong, keep going, and manage to get another one, and then the penalty shootout, like I said before, can go either way.
You've signed for Spurs permanently now, an exciting summer for you to join the club. What was the biggest draw for you to make that deal permanent?
Like I said in my interviews before when I came on loan, it was just when a team like Spurs comes knocking, you don't really reject them. As a massive club, and very happy to be here and be part of such a great team with great players.
How big a difference has it been under Thomas Frank so far?
Really big. I mean, we've worked a lot. I think his main points is being hardworking, and I feel like we showed that today. Very mentally strong, and playing as much as possible and being as direct as possible to try and win and cause teams problems as much as we can.
Yeah, and you mentioned already PSG, such a top team, European champions, and you pushed them right to the end. That must give you confidence as a group that you can push on this season and have a good campaign.
Definitely, and that's the aim. Like last season, the aim is definitely to win a trophy again this year, more than one if possible. We're going to give everything, and if we stick together like we did today for the majority of the game, I think it's very possible.
What positives can you take from the first 85 minutes today, and what can you learn from the last few minutes when the game got away from you?
Well, we can just take a lot of positives because we applied our game plan very well, very committed since the start, and we were 2-0 up. So of course it hurts more because we had the game in our hands, but this is football and they are a top team and they pushed, we pushed, so it was a big game. And probably before the start of this game, everyone was thinking that PSG could have an easy night tonight, but we battled them very well. Of course, now it hurts. It's hard to accept. We were very close, but a lot of positive from this game.